This is the Unsleever, one-time exclusive. Missy Elliott, a true trailblazer who has greatly influenced the world of hip-hop, R&B and beyond with her idiosyncratic style, futuristic and innovative aesthetics, and a flow like no other. She's been one of the architects behind the defining sounds of the late 90s and early aughts, collaborating with pretty much everyone from Madonna, Mariah or Whitney to Beyoncé, Ciara and Aaliyah. But this video is not about her collaborations, but about her incredible discography as a solo artist. We haven't gotten a full LP from Missy since 2005's The Cookbook, with only a few singles and 2019's Iconology EP in between. With her many accolades in recent years, we can only hope a new Missy Elliott album is on the horizon. Welcome to the Unsleever. In this video I will be doing an album ranking of one of my all-time faves and unboxing the vinyl editions for each of them. I have been a fan since the early days of The Rain, and if you were not around, let me tell you, it was a revolution. She was like no one else at the time, and with each album her craft and style got more unique. I have been living with these albums for a very long time, so my ranking tends to change constantly, but I re-listen to all of them on vinyl back to back, and this is what my ranking looks like right now. Before we get into it, you can watch my Janet Jackson album ranking that I did earlier this year. She's a great friend to Missy, and Janet calls her affectionately Jack.
Okay. Hey, Jack.
The album that I have at number 6 is her last to date, The Cookbook from 2005. I have really tried to get into this album for many years, but I always end up finding quite a few songs I don't enjoy that much. This was her first album in which she ventured out into collaborating with other producers, leaving Timbaland with only 2 songs in the album. Included here is one of her most iconic hits, Lose Control, which Missy produced herself. This was a sound that was like nothing else at the time. It was no longer a hip-hop record, this was a Missy Elliott record, and I wish that the production of the album would have followed more in that direction. This is the original US pressing that comes in a single sleeve. I bought the reissue because of the signed print that I have here. There is a printed insert with credits and no lyrics. The sound on this pressing is really good, although it's lacking some bass in my opinion. I haven't opened the reissue, so not sure how it compares. My favorite tracks are On and On, Lose Control, We Run This, Teary-Eyed, and Time and Time Again. Number 5 is her debut, Supa Dupa Fly. I know how much critics love this album, and with good reason. It was very different and it encapsulated really well the sound of Missy and Timbaland at the time. I think its status has a lot to do with really strong visuals and the singles they chose to promote it, but it's understandable that it gets so much praise. It was a seismic shift in hip-hop and R&B. Personally, I enjoy other albums more. This is the 20th anniversary reissue of the album that also came out in yellow vinyl on Vinyl Me Please. This is the standard black version, also pretty basic with a single sleeve and double-sided insert. The sound is massive on this pressing and very quiet. The bass really shines here. My favorite songs are Best Friends, The Rain, Suck It To Me, Easy Easy Ah, and the video version of Hit 'Em With a He. At number 4, Missy's sophomore album, The Real World. I love this one from the onset, especially due to She's a Bitch and that video, directed by the great Hype Williams. For the album, Missy and Timbaland went for a darker sound, and the lyrical content saw more mature themes, with Missy writing about her experiences at the time. I love everything about it. The visuals were top-notch, and the remix of Hot Boys with an all-star lineup was the cherry on top. I think this is Missy's most underrated album, together with the next one on my list. I have here the original pressing that I bought secondhand. Once again, very simple packaging, but this time the insert actually comes with lyrics. My copy is a bit old, so there is some surface noise, but the mastering of the album is really well done, and apart from a bit of sibilance in a couple of moments, it sounds great. My favorite tracks are All in My Grill, Hot Boys, Sticking Chickens, We Did It, and She's a Bitch. I was talking underrated albums, and I think This Is Not a Test is widely slept on. I understand it in a way because by this time Missy had 4 masterpieces under her belt, so expectations were sky high. What I really love about it is the production. I think it's probably Timbaland's most aggressive production to date, but that change really paid off. It's really different to all of Missy's albums, while still giving us some softer moments like It's Real or I'm Not Perfect. This is also the original pressing that has the hype sticker directly on the cover. It is second-hand, so perhaps the previous owner put it there. The insert has this photo of Missy that was also the cover of the Pasta Dutch single. The sound is amazing. The bass is really important in the production of the album, and it sounds deep and rich on this pressing. My favorite tracks are Pasta Dutch, Keep It Moving, I'm Really Hot, Don't Be Cruel, and Let Me Fix My Weave. Okay, so my top 2 is constantly changing, and before making this video, I thought this album was my number 1. I'm talking about Under Construction. For the album, she and Timbaland went back to old school hip-hop sounds, and with the use of many samples, gave it a retro feel while still pushing Missy's sound forward. This is Missy's best-selling album, mainly aided by her biggest hit, Work It. During the creation of it, Timbaland and Missy were grieving the death of Aaliyah, and I think this is felt throughout, be it the lyrics, the visuals for Work It, or the collaboration with TLC, Can You Hear Me? At the time of release, I was really sad over the passing of both Aaliyah and Left Eye, who died within 8 months of each other, so this album really gave me some solace. So what I'm showing you is the original pressing of the album that comes with an insert and a massive hype sticker. This old copy I got from Discogs only came with a second disc, so I listened to the Ban On Me Please orange pressing. Both sound really good and punchy. I didn't notice too many differences. My favorite songs are Gossip Folks, Work It Remix, Slide, Play That Beat, and Can You Hear Me? And of course, at number 1, my favorite Missy album for now is Miss E So Addictive. This was the album that made her reach international audiences through the lead single Get Your Freak On, and especially a remix of Basement Jaxx of For My People, which I think played in every club in Europe that year. I was personally really excited about this development because she was not that well known in my country up until that point. She was more of a hidden gem for those of us who loved hip-hop and R&B, but thankfully this changed everything. What I love about it is how sonically diverse it is and how well incorporated these new sounds are into her style. It's such a fun album, and it includes some of my all-time favorite songs from Missy. This is also the original pressing and the only album that has printed inner sleeves instead of an insert, but they are both exactly the same, a bit pointless in my opinion. The sound is amazing with great dynamics and the production really shines here. This is for me a zero skips album, but if I had to pick my favorite tracks, they would be 1 Minute Man, Get Your Freak On, Scream aka Itchin, Old School Joint, and What You Gonna Do. As a bonus, I want to show you this promo for her greatest hits album, Respect Me or Respect ME. It comes with just 6 songs, mainly the lead singles from her albums, but it's a cool item presented as a trifold. I'm not sure why they didn't go ahead and press the entire album. As a conclusion, I feel that Missy deserves better vinyl editions considering she is a very visual artist and there is a lot of room for improvement. The last few represses were just replicas of the original, so quite basic, but I hope they get deluxe editions in future reissues. But the positive is that they all sound amazing, and that's the most important thing. If you would like more Missy content, let me know as I have recently finished her singles collection and I might do a video about it in the future. That's all for today's video, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what is your Missy ranking. Thanks for watching, see you next time.